Nick, we talked to John Tortorella yesterday, and he said that you were someone that really stood out to him in the skate yesterday because you were struggling, but you pushed through. What was that conversation like with him, and did that make you feel good that kind of he took notice of your work ethic yesterday?
Yeah, no, I think what kept me in the league is that I'm not a fast skater. I know that. I have to work on it, and I've been working on it. But this was a good skating test. I got some text message from the quote that he said that it was ugly, but got the job done. I think it's I talked to Torts a lot on the phone, and he told me it's going to be hard. And I have no quit in my game. Might be ugly, might be nice, but I think it's that's how I work. I don't put any pressure on myself. I do the job, and that's what I'm here for. But it was ugly, I'll tell you.
Who texted you the quote?
I had a couple of guys. Coots was the first one, and he sent me a picture of, I don't know who was beside me laying on the ground. So I looked a little better than him, but I don't think I felt better than him. But no, all fun apart. I think much needed. It's going to be a hard camp. I think I was looking a little bit at the practice. It's as hard, if not harder. It's, I've had a lot of meetings lately too about, how to find the identity. And I wish I was a $190 doing that skate test, but I finished it. That's what it is.
As you guys get into battle drills and the competition side, which is it's your thing, how much looking forward to going up against Risto? Some of these.
Yeah, I missed those battles days with Risto back in Buffalo. But being here a month earlier, you kind of meet new people, but I've been in the league long enough that you kind of have mutual friends everywhere, and it's easy for me to come in a new locker room. And but those battles days are always fun. It gets you better and the next person beside you better. But obviously Risto's a big boy, so he's on my target.
You mentioned you talked to Coots. Can you give us an idea on how he's feeling? Does he think he'll play soon, or has he talked about that at all?
No, I think those are. I wish I can snap my fingers and he's back. He's a big piece for us, but those are more medical things. Obviously, you ask him how he's feeling and everything, but you don't want to. I'm a big guy that you kind of let the guy some space a little bit. Try to talk about something else, not trying to track him down on that. And but no, I saw him downstairs. He looked good. I think he skated a bit at the bit just before the camp. And, those are things that, it's better to be safe than sorry.
John Tortorella told us yesterday that part of the reason why his camps are so difficult is because he wants kind of the team to come together, and get closer, because we're all kind of in this together. We're all suffering through this together. Do you get the sense that that's happening with this group?
Yeah, I think just before camp as well. We, with the new rules in the NHL, you can't demand to be here earlier, but we had a nice letter from Torts saying, I think it would be good to be here. We have some things to change, and everybody was here on the 1st. So I think it's kind of bonded us. We had a couple dinners with everybody, including families and everything. A couple guys going for golf trips and things like that. Just kind of get everybody closer. Just, we know how Torts is. He demands a lot, and he's one of the most respectable coaches out there. I think we knew camp was going to be hard, but trying to get together before camp, we're all here to battle. We're all here there's some spots to be earned. It just makes, the pain makes it enjoyable. You're competing. You're not the only one hurting out there, and it's a must. I think obviously when I took the decision of signing here was, had some good meetings with Chuck as well about trying to find the identity and trying to put away what happened the last few years. And I think it's a good start. Obviously it starts with Torts, but he can't do it by himself. We have to do it as well.
In terms of the identity that you see this team having, how much of that is tied up in structure and work ethic?
Yeah, no, I think for me, like I said just before, when I just sat down, I think work ethic's been what kept me here. I'm not a guy that scores a lot of goals. I used to not fight, and now I am. You kind of find your way to stay in the NHL, but work ethic, like you said, the main rule of the skate test yesterday was finishing to the starting point. He didn't need to tell me that. I knew it was that. I knew it was going to be hard, but there's a line to cross. You have to cross it. I think that's the demanded and needed to be done. And that's how I've been working my whole NHL career. There's a starting point. There's a finishing point. You don't stop before and you don't start before.
Nick, Carter Hart said you had some people over your place for a team get together. Well, did you take that upon yourself? Why did you find that to be important?
Well, it was more of a chat. Obviously when I got here, knowing Coots, obviously the French language is a little easier to kind of talk to kind of personal things and how, when I got here, I kind of knew a lot of guys that were here already. And obviously Coots, I played against him in junior and, just trying to pick his brain a bit. Him and his wife and his kid came to my place just a week before that. We invited everybody. It was more of, seeing what could be changed and what needed to be added. And I think just bring everybody. I think we kind of came up with the decision of, I'm a big family guy. I got 4 kids and, we invited everybody, girlfriend, wives, kids. So no reason to not be there. And, everybody showed up. It was fun. It was good. It was middle of the week. Everybody respected that kids have school after. So it was kind of it was not a party. It was more of, let's eat together, get to know each other and, get that kind of family vibe throughout the locker room as well. And, it was fun.
Was that in Hatfield or?
No, I'm in Mount Laurel.
Oh, okay.
So a little further. I got told everybody's in Haddonfield, but, I need land. So went a little further.
How old are your kids?
We got 8, 6, 4, 2. So in the mix of it every time.
Yeah.
What do you need land for kids or other activities?
I got 2 dogs as well, but no, I think the main thing is, I like to have space. I think when everything's fenced too, so when the kids are not listening, you can open the door and let them play outside. But no, I've always been like that. I live in the woods back in Montreal. I don't mind driving. I'm up at 6 a.m. no matter what. So I know guys have a 10, 12-minute drive. I have an 18-minute, 20-minute. Doesn't matter. I think it was more of a location. And, we looked at it when free agency kind of came up. It was school district first, then trying to find a house. And Mount Laurel kind of suited us.
Nick, in your previous stops, and especially in Anaheim, you played with some younger players who have a lot of skill and bring a lot to the table. As a veteran player who brings a physical style, how do you think that complements their game and helps them?
I hope it does. I wish I could be in their brain sometimes, but I think I had some good times in Anaheim, that's for sure. But I think there's a line between them getting too comfortable, so you have to kind of step on their toes a little bit. But no, my role is to make everybody safe out there. That's for sure. I think it's we have a couple other guys too. I think I had fought Sealer a couple times. You have Big Mac. It's not an easy job, but at the same time, if it gives that little guy that's $180 a little extra 10 pounds that he knows he doesn't need to do that kind of work that we have a couple guys to do, it's much appreciated for sure.
When we talked to Chuck Fletcher yesterday, he strongly hinted that this season in large part is going to be about a youth movement. When you were making your decision to sign, I'm assuming you had conversations with Chuck. Did he tell you that, part of the reason why he wanted to add you was so you could essentially protect the kids in this youth movement?
No, not really. I think he knows what I do. I had to develop that role. Obviously, like I said, got drafted as a D-man. I was an offensive D-man. Be in the NHL, I kind of had to find a certain way to play. And, I got to a point that's what I like and what I'm good at. And, but no, I'm not here obviously to protect. I want to play hockey as well. I think every camp, that's how I treat my body and how I come to camp is to prove that I can play. I'm more than just that. And, I had a lot of opportunities last year too, to prove that, I started PKing a lot and obviously going for the playoffs for my first time playing in a team that needed me to PK kind of proved that, I can do something else than just that. And, this league, there's still some of us left, but not many. It's not like back in the days, but no, I think it's more of just bringing the veteran wise of my style of game of, there's no quit in what I do, and, trying to make everybody feel comfortable.
Kind of as a follow-up to that, why do you think, there are fewer guys, fewer fighters, for lack of a better term, in the league now than there were even 10, 15 years ago?
Well, obviously a couple more rules and everything. And I think all of us tough guys don't look too nice when we skate like I did yesterday. But no, I think it's the league's getting young. It's getting fast. It's getting more skilled. You can see the face of the NHL now are, I had obviously playing with Zegras. He's a guy that, so gifted offensively. It's one of the first kids I've seen playing with so much confidence, just walking in its first couple games. But, this league is like that. But at the same time, having a couple of us left, makes you feel accountable that, this league is not given to you. You have to earn it. And there's some guys that won't respect that.
That fight you had with Nick Sealer was no joke last year. I remember there was a lot of blood. When you saw him first time when you got here, was it a little awkward, or did you guys kind of just shake hands?
No, I got to ask that question too. Somebody asked me, who do you think you're going to be buddies with as quick as possible? Like, I don't know, Nick's, it's not an easy job. Like I said, I think there's a respect about what we do. It's not fun. He can talk about it. We fought twice already, and, I'm happy he's on my side. That's for sure. But, we had some good bouts, and, it's just a connection. I think it's just a mental aspect that, the respect of, you kind of go to war together for 30 seconds to a minute, and then you sit in the box. But no, he got me good a couple times last time. I hope I got him good too. But we talk about it a little bit. It's fun.
Yeah.
What were your first meeting?
He's tall. Like I obviously on the ice it's different, but when you meet him, he's a lengthy guy. But no, he's a good skater too. You can see just. But no, it's fun to, obviously I'm happy I don't need to fight him. We're together now, but could have told you different last year. I wish I would have fought him, but no, it's fun. Like I said, I think it's just the aspect of the role that we bring that kind of, you have that connection right away. I've met Big Mac for the first time, and it was big handshake with a big hug, and it's just natural. I think just the way I treated you guys can look at all the fights I had with McDermott. We always chat in the box, and after the games we always kind of just chat about it. But I think it's more of the respect that we have, and no, I think it's the same way everywhere.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Appreciate it.